So one of my haters, and I'm not even going to mention his name because he's pretty much an idiot. He asked me this question: why don't you hop on a plane, go to the next meet and greet, and just flip out on Adam Aron? He goes, "You're all talking, no action." Okay, it's the same exact reason why I don't even want to talk to Charles Payne. Listen to me. What is it going to do? Okay, if I started flipping out and screaming at Charles Payne, do you know what he would do? He would just end the interview. That's all he's going to do. He'll end it. I mean, it'll be great entertainment. You'll all laugh, but it's not going to accomplish anything. He'll end the interview. If I start screaming at Adam Aron's face, he'll call security, police. I might get arrested, which is not even the point, but it's not going to accomplish anything. It's not going to. I laid out the plan for success. I told you what all of us needed to do. Okay? And if you don't know, watch my previous videos. Okay? I told you what we need to do. We need to deal from strength. We need to deal from leverage. Yelling at someone, screaming at someone, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. Talking to him is not going to do anything. Protesting is not going to do anything. You need to deal from leverage. You need to deal from strength. How do you do that? Either by A or by B. Okay, let's talk about A. Acquiring AMC, okay, which even if there's a no hostile takeover, clause, I've already seen many cases, if the price is right, there's still ways you could do it. Okay? So remember that. Money talks and BS walks. That's number one. If you acquire AMC, you fire Adam Aron, you fire the board of directors. You understand? Apefather would make a tremendous CEO because I would get to the bottom of the corruption. I would find everything out and report it directly to you. Now, for whatever reason you can't acquire AMC, here's what you could do, and Adam Aron can't stop you, and the AMC board of directors can't stop you. You basically incorporate an entity. You understand? This entity will now act on behalf of all of the retail investors in AMC. In other words, instead of having your shares, you follow me, in a platform like, say, Robinhood or Webull or TD Ameritrade, these shares would be transferred to this equity, of which now the equity will go to the open market and purchase shares. So it's like it's the same thing. These are your shares. If the stock goes up, you make money. If the stock goes down, you lose money. Nothing changes. But you might say, but why do this? Why would I take, my shares from Robinhood and transfer it to this entity? If I said equity, forgive me, entity. Okay. The reason is very, very simple, is because you will now have documented proof that cannot be disputed that we control AMC. See, right now, you want to know how Adam Aron says fluff? He uses that word fluff. You know what's all fluff? We don't really know the true numbers. We don't really know how much retail owns of AMC. He says it's 90%, but we don't know that for a fact. Okay? And another thing is we don't know if most of these people would even vote. You know what I mean? For this 10-for-1 reverse stock split. This is why it's pretty much wrapped up and it's in the bag that the 10-for-1 reverse stock split is going to go through. So by having this entity, okay, let's assume that like a tremendous amount of apes transferred their money from their, Robinhood account or their Webull account into this entity. Now you're going to have an entity that has over 51% controlling interest of AMC. This entity now could assign one person, you follow me, to be their, whatever you want to call it, the leader, the figurehead. Okay, this person now could go to the meeting on March 14th. I represent, let's just call it Apefather or the AMC Apes entity. We currently own over 51% of AMC. Okay, we are the majority stockholders. I vote no for the 10-for-1 reverse stock split. So that's it. It can't be disputed anymore. Now there's no more speculation. There's no more confusion. They have to end the 10-for-1 reverse stock split. Just like that. Simple. Okay? And then you could do the same thing with West Christian and with Share Intel. Because you're the majority stockholder, you could say, we want you to hire Share Intel. And we're the controlling, interest. We're the bosses at that point. So you understand, you get things done that way. Okay, but you see the way everything is happening, everything is up in the air. There's everything confusing. We don't know the true numbers. We don't know how much retail truly owns. We don't know who's going to vote, who's not going to vote. It's not effing organized. You got to get it organized. And this is the winning plan. But if you don't listen to me, what can I do? I'm only one person. That's what these haters don't understand. These haters expect me, one person, to do everything myself with no support. Well, I can't. I can't. All right. Sorry to break it to you. I actually need support. That's why I said this is not a solicitation for an investment. I said, send me an email. That's all I said. I said, send me an email if you like the idea. Richard, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. And once I accumulated enough emails, that's when I contact a prestigious law firm that will incorporate this entity. And then we would obviously let the SEC know exactly what we're doing. Everything will be, it will be all 100% legal. It will all be done according to the regulatory crowdfunding that the SEC approves. You would receive everything in writing. Everything would be reviewed by your attorneys. There's no surprises here, okay? But the thing is, before you can get to a level like that, you first have to get enough support. I mean, I got like 100 emails. It's a waste of time. I would need to get 1 million emails. You know what I mean? If you were all serious, you should take this video, you should share it with all the apes worldwide, and you should be pushing this as hard as I'm pushing it. But you're not going to do that. You're going to allow this Mamaluk Adam Aron to stay in power. You're going to allow these jerk-offs in the AMC board of directors to stay in power. And then you're going to just keep complaining when they take away 90% of your shares, when all the hedge funds have a feast once again, and this AMC is shorted to the oblivion after March 14th, after the 10-for-1 reverse stock split is approved. And then you're all going to cry and you're all going to bitch. Do me a favor. Just keep it to yourself, okay? Seriously. Because you know what I hate the most? I hate it when you give someone an opportunity, and I hate it that they have deaf ears and blind eyes, and they turn their head to it, but then they cry and they bitch. Don't cry, okay? Don't be a little crybaby, okay? You got your opportunity. You don't want to take it, it's your fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault, okay? So that's the bottom line, okay? I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it. Corruption, nothing fair. Adam Aron screws us. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. All right? I don't want to hear it. This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This is not a solicitation for an investment. I am not a lawyer. It is not legal advice. It's just entertainment. This video and all my videos are for entertainment purposes only.